So could you tell me some of the things or some of the cities, experiences that you enjoyed about living in China?
I mean, the big kind of life-changing thing that happened to me in China was that I got married last year in China.
Did you have your wedding here?
It did.
And family from both of you?
No. No. So
how did that work?
We'd wanted a big wedding. My partner Nigel, he's from the States. I'm obviously from England, so we were planning pre-pandemic, so pre-2020.
Yeah.
We were planning on having a big wedding, maybe in China, maybe overseas somewhere.
Or maybe both.
Or maybe both. Bring everybody over.
Yeah.
And obviously, when the pandemic happened, we couldn't do that, and we were kind of getting anxious during the pandemic that if it was to get worse and we would have to go back to our different countries.
Countries.
I mean, if it was to get worse.
You can go to the United States without a visa. You just show up, right?
Yeah, but you can't stay there and live and work, right?
Maybe you could get there
I
and
could
then
get
kind of
there,
dig
yeah.
in if you wanted.
If you wanted to. And back then in 2020, the British Embassy and the American Embassy weren't marrying two expats. So if you were a foreign passport holder and a Chinese passport holder, you could get married.
Yeah.
But two foreign passport holders couldn't get married.
I'm confused.
Right. So then in 2021, so last year, the British Embassy, they announced, okay, two foreigners can get married. And so we immediately put our names down on the waiting list, and we were told it would be March of this year.
Yeah.
And then we put our names on the waiting list in the October, and then we got a phone call, and they were like, December 7th. And so...
They decided your date?
Yeah.
Okay.
You get no choice in it. They were like, December 7th.
I like sevens.
December, it's Pearl Harbor Day.
Okay.
So it's not, it's a bit of a...
Well, maybe you're making it better now by putting something better. Did you wear a white... There was ceremony.
Yeah, so it's
white dress, red dress.
A kind of creamy ivory kind of color. You know what though? It was the first time in 11 years I'd ever dealt with the British Embassy, with the consulate, and it was the easiest thing I've ever done in China.
Could you tell us more about that?
Yeah, I expected it to be this huge kind of paperwork monstrosity to get married, and it really wasn't. It was
Sign
just
here.
essentially, it was a phone call to the consulate, put the name on the waiting list, fill in a form. My husband, he got his affidavit from the USA.
Yeah, I remember doing
embassy. We had 3 witnesses. We went to the consulate, and basically it's a room not dissimilar to this. And there's a big picture of the, God rest her soul, the Queen in the background. One table, a few chairs, and you basically I think it was she wasn't the ambassador. I think she was I forget who married us, but a person from the British Embassy married us. We signed the paperwork, but it was so easy. Like just a few forms online, pay the money, wasn't even expensive, and then boom, wedding certificate.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. And I think we might do a big wedding later, but definitely
I'd love to come.
Yeah. For right now, I think...
Well, if you do a big ceremony, would you do like a British style, or would you incorporate Chinese elements?
Yeah. I want to do the fusion. I want to change the dress like 5 times.
Yeah, that's what I was curious about.